This is Russ. Yeah, I'm back in the car again, heading back from Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin. Costco. What am I doing all the way out here? Yeah, I went to the Wisconsin State Fair. So I'm on the way home. I figured I'd stop by.
Sign, turn left onto
Yeah, let's go and lower that volume level there. I figured I'd come and get some gas, but man, the line is so huge. Yeah, there must have been 6 or 7 cars in front of you. I said, I'm not waiting for that. Forget it. So I said, I am just going to go in and get a pizza. Had to get something to eat. Yeah. What time is it now? 4:30 in the afternoon. It's getting late. Yeah. With all that noise going on here. So anyway, okay, I know what that is. That's my selfie stick rolling around. Let me move this out of the way here. It's rolling around in the back on top of my my tray that I have for the car when I eat stuff in the car. Remember that? So anyway,
at the next stop sign.
So if you go to the state fair, isn't there lots to eat there, Russ? There is, but I can't eat most of it. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it would be sugary type stuff, a lot of carbs, whatever. So I didn't eat anything there. Well, I did eat a cream puff. Yeah, I'm lactose intolerant. Did I tell you that? I still had it anyway. No, every time you go to the Wisconsin State Fair, you have to get a cream puff. You do. It's kind of like it's like the law. Yeah, so I got a cream puff. Now, it's $5, right? It was smaller than past cream puffs. Yeah, they're making them smaller now. Shrinkflation has happened to the cream puffs at the Wisconsin State Fair. How do you like that? $5 and smaller. Well, you'll have to watch the video to see it. I forgot to take a photo of it. Now, my friend Gail, who you've seen before, if you've been on the channel and you've seen me go fishing, remember Fishing Gail? Yeah, she was with Fishing Jim. Yeah, Gail came along with her friend Evelyn, and they they met me up there. So, well, okay, first off, let me say this. Where is the video from the State Fair? Yeah, you got to go to the Russ's Right channel. I'm going to post it there. I thought a lot about this, and I kept saying, you know, it really should be on More from Russ. But then I kept thinking about it. I says, well, the 2019 Wisconsin State Fair that I went to is on the Russ's Right channel. I says, well, I should keep it together. Plus, on top of that, if some people are watching that video because they're searching for the Wisconsin State Fair, more people will probably want to click on it if you're on a channel that has 22,000 something subscribers. That was my logic. And on top of that, I get ad revenue, right? If I put it on More from Russ, even if they found it on More from Russ, I don't get any ad revenue. So why is that important? Well, it helps offset the cost of the gas, the entrance fee, the parking fee, right? And the cream puff. So how much did all this thing cost me? Let me tell you. Entrance fee was $15 for seniors, okay? But they did have a special thing, and I totally forgot about this until after I paid for it. On the very first day of the fair, they have this special donation thing. If you buy like 2 cans of, I don't know, whatever they're asking for this time, vegetables or fruit or whatever it is. If you buy 2 cans of it, bring it with you, you can get in for an entrance fee of $5 if you donate 2 cans of food. That's what I did on the past years. I didn't do it this year. I paid $15, and that was a discounted price. That's okay. And then parking was $15 too. Let me say this about parking, okay? Parking was hard to find. Yeah, I was only 2 hours after the fair started, okay? And in the past, I've always gone early before the fair starts. This time I said, I'm going to wait a little bit. Let's get some people in there, right? Yeah, within 2 hours, by 12 noon, they opened at 10. Parking was so parked up, you can't find parking. Everything was filled up. People are selling parking spaces out on the street, in front of their houses and stuff, trying to get you to pay $20 to park outside by their house. I don't do that. I need to get parking close by. I've got a mobility scooter, right? So here's the one benefit you have, if you have a parking placard like I do, yeah, handicap placard, right? So you pull up into the assigned area for handicap parking. They call it ADA parking, American Disabilities Act, right? And yeah, I was literally right in front of the gate entrance of gate 7. I'm not kidding. My car was about 4 cars in from the closest possible spot you can possibly get at gate 7. Yeah, pretty good deal. $15 to park. So I'm already in $30, okay? And then I says, well, I got to get a cream puff no matter what it costs. And even though I'm lactose intolerant, I had to get it. $5. So what did I spend? $35 plus gas. Plus gas. I don't know how much gas is going to cost me. Let's put it at, say, $10. I don't know. That's $45. So why didn't I buy some food at the fair? Well, first off, a lot of that stuff is sugary stuff. A lot of carbs. I couldn't do it. I didn't do it for all the other years. This is my 4th year at the fair. And what I always used to do is, on my way back, I would stop at Pleasant Prairie, try to get some gas, and then go in and get a slice of pizza. Yeah, so that's what I did. Now, I couldn't get the gas because there's way too many cars in the way. I need to get home. So I said, forget it. I'll go get gas at my own Costco later in the week. Okay? It's cheaper up in Wisconsin, in Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin. So I couldn't do it. But I still went in and got something to eat because I hadn't eaten anything the whole day. So I go all the way to Wisconsin, go to a state fair, and you don't even eat anything. No, I can't eat that stuff. So what do they have for drinks? Here we go. Diet Coke, Coke Zero. Nope, they're still serving Pepsi up there. There, look. Plain white cup Pepsi. And it had fizz. Yeah, it had fizz, and I had to wait a little bit, let that fizz clear out, and then pour in a little bit more, right? It is definitely sweeter than Diet Coke. Yeah. And it doesn't seem to have that same basic aftertaste that I don't like from Coke Zero. So I really wish they stuck with Diet Pepsi because I like it so much better. Yeah, I could tell. You could tell immediately. I think if you did a blindfold test on the 3, I would be able to distinguish all 3 of them. Yep. I would know it pretty well. Okay, I think I gotta move over a little bit here, get out of this lane. So typically on your way back from Wisconsin, if you wait too late, you could hit some rush hour traffic coming back because there are a number of people who live in Illinois but work in Wisconsin, so they're on their way home, right? So here it is, 4:38 right now. I've still got, according to this, at least 49 more minutes to get home. Yeah, I won't get home until at least like almost 5:30. Yeah, I left at, I don't know, 3:30? It takes longer to get home because of the traffic, right? Plus I stopped at Pleasant Prairie. I didn't stop there going there, just stopped there coming back. So yeah, I'm gonna be back pretty late. And then tonight we have our Bible study thing for our small group at church. If this GPS is correct, I'll have about a half hour before it's time to leave to go to church. Now I did text Mrs. Wright to let her know that I was gonna be late, right? So at least she knows. After I'm done with this video, I'll text her again, tell her my ETA, so she knows. So how was the state fair? Well, go to the Russ is Right channel and look up the state fair video. It'll come out probably on a Saturday. Today is a Thursday, so today was the first day that they had the fair. I've got things going on tonight because of church stuff, so I won't be able to edit this video until Friday. And then I also still need to do a video for electric for the XP Trike 2. Yeah. Still waiting for that part. I think that part, they said it was delivered yesterday, but I didn't see it. I don't know. It's coming through U.S. mail, but I checked my mailbox. I didn't see it unless they put it in there afterwards, after I checked it or something. I don't know. I got to go there check it. Hopefully it didn't get stolen or anything. You know, if they put it on my doorstep or something like that, you never can tell, right? But it's such a small item that I don't think anyone would notice it unless, you know, some porch pirates came and stole it. But really, we haven't had porch pirate issues in our area. Some other areas have, but not in ours. At least not that I know of from my neighbors. Nobody's told me anything. Nothing's ever been stolen off of ours. So I still got to do that. Okay, got to get around this truck. Got to get home. Get home while I can. Let's hit the cruise control. 70 miles an hour. Yeah, speed limit is 70 miles an hour on this particular stretch of road, highway. So anyway, yeah, the fair. The fair was good. It was pretty much the same as always. Gail and her friend Evelyn came after me. I think she said I left at about 10 maybe, something like that. Took about an hour and a half for me to get there. Gail left her home. She said it took her about an hour and a half also to get there, but I think she lives a little closer than I do. I don't know. But either way, it took her about an hour and a half. Well, maybe we're about the same distances, really. We don't live near each other. And so I told her, I says, you know, when you get there, we'll meet at the exposition center. That's where they sell everything. You know, they sell all the it's almost like a trade show. You know, they sell all those odds and end things, you know, pots and pans and whatever, beds, jacuzzis, all that kind of weird stuff. I says, let's meet there, because then I know where I can find you. And then I just scootered myself over to where she was. But she arrived there, I don't know, maybe about 1:30 or so, something like that. So we only had time to spend together with them for maybe an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes, not that long. And then I said, okay, I gotta go. This is what happens when you come late, okay? I did all the stuff I needed to do. I recorded whatever I wanted, and then talked to them for a little bit, and then I left. They're still there right now, probably. I asked her if she's going to hang out for the evening and stuff. She goes, no, I'm not that late. But I'm sure they have to stay for a certain amount of stuff, because they hadn't seen that much by the time I ended up leaving. And they were eating some garlic fries or something. So, yeah, I don't do garlic, as I mentioned in the past. Yeah. So anyway, I don't want to smell like garlic. You know, I got to go to this meeting thing tonight at church. So I didn't eat anything. Yeah, I didn't have anything the whole day. So, you know, I couldn't get my gas. I was going to go there because, you know, I got like still 3/4 of a tank. So it's not like I'm desperate for the gas. But it's cheaper there. So you always want to hit that before heading home, because otherwise you just pay more in Illinois anyway, right? Too many cars. I don't know what the deal was, but there's so many cars there. It was so backed up that as you pulled into Costco, you almost couldn't even pull into the driveway part to get into the parking lot, because it was so backed up in the gas thing. Gas must be cheap right now for them to get that many people just lined up. So I said, forget it. So I went in and got myself a pizza and a Diet Pepsi. So anyways, the the fair was good. We did some animals and things. You know, we saw the animal stuff. I didn't do the pig races. I don't know whether Gail's going to try to see the pig races or not. I didn't know what time it was, and I couldn't find them anyways. But I've done the pig races a couple of times in the past, so I says I don't really need to, you know, to see it again. But if you watch my 2019 video, which I'll tag at the end of the 2025 Wisconsin State Fair video, you can see the pig races there. So yeah, it was a different way of recording it this time. This time I was more haphazard. I just kind of went up and down, did different things. And with so many people in the way that I couldn't do what I had done in the past, where I kind of give you a walkthrough essentially of the whole park. Couldn't do that. Too many people. So I said, well, this video is going to turn into whatever I feel like doing. So I just recorded it any way I felt like doing it. It was good though. I hadn't been to Wisconsin in 6 years. Yeah. I went there August of 2019. I got my knee replaced in September of 2019. Haven't been back to Wisconsin since. Well, okay, I take that back. We have gone to Pleasant Prairie a couple of times, I think, you know, for shopping and things. But I didn't go to the fair for 6 years. So this year I kind of thought about it. I said, yeah, you know, it's been a while. I'd like to go. I know I don't do anything there. I don't go on the rides. I don't eat the food. I don't buy anything. But I just like being out there, being somewhere where there's things going on. And, you know, when the pandemic was happening, nobody would be going up there, of course. And then even though it was outside, I kept thinking about it on the other years in between and just said, no, let's just wait. I don't really need to be there. So yeah, it was time to go back up. Now, it was the first time for Gail and Evelyn, and Gail was surprised how big the place was. I go, yeah, this place is huge. Yeah, that fairground is not, I don't think they only do the state fair there. They do other things, I'm sure. They have to. It's such a huge place that, what, they only do it for a couple of days? It's running, what is today? Is today 31st or something? It runs until the 11th of August, something like that. So, what, the rest of the year they don't use it? No, I'm sure they probably use it for whatever purposes, you know. I mean, they have a big stadium there. They have concerts and everything. And the buildings that are there already, you know, these are the same vendors and things. So I don't know. I haven't been there in the middle of the year to find out what other events they do. I mean, I'm not local to it, so I don't really pay attention to what things they offer. I only pay attention to the state fair. So why was I so interested with the state fair? Let me say this. When we were in California, we did our first state fair out there. I don't remember where it was held. Was that Orange County? I don't know. It was somewhere. And I always thought, wow, this is pretty interesting. You know, I kind of felt like, oh, this is like the 4-H club, you know, because they have all this competition for animals and everything. You know, if you're a farmer, you're probably there. You know, there's a lot of different competitions, farm animals, and I'd never seen that before, where they had that kind of competitions. And then they had so much different food things there. You know, things that you don't even, you know, things that you probably would never eat anywhere else except for like a state fair. I mean, if you like pickles, there's a pickle this and a pickle that and lots of pickle stuff. I mean, they used to do things like fried butter. How do you fry butter? Batter it and then fry it quickly and hope it doesn't melt. I have no idea. They didn't. I don't know if they had fried butter there, but I remember hearing about fried butter at different types of state fairs. So lots of different types of offerings that you would never find anywhere else except for a state fair. So if you're into that kind of stuff, then you go. But I'll tell you, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. Everything's very expensive. So I'm okay not getting it. I really am. Now, they had this rule that if you have dietary issues, you can bring your own food and water, right? But you don't have to, you're not required to prove it. So anyone could actually say, I got a dietary issue and bring food in. They won't check it. I'm guessing that's probably because of HIPAA, right? Maybe. They can't really ask and find out. You don't need a doctor's note. So anyway, I didn't bring food, but I did bring a bottle of water, just in case I needed it. And I drank a little bit of water. Still have some. Here it is. But now I got Diet Pepsi, so that's what we're drinking. So yeah, it was a good day. It was around maybe 73, 74 degrees, something like that. I had my fan, my neck fan. I used it inside the expo center because they had air conditioning. And when you have the air conditioned room and you have the fan, it's almost like air conditioner blowing on you. So I was using it there. Didn't need it outside really. It was cool enough. 73, 74. It's pretty cool. I'm wearing shorts, So perfect day. However, very hazy. Yeah, they said that the air quality today was pretty poor, and you could see it. I knew it the minute I got in the car. I could see it even in our area in Illinois. Then as I got on the highway, I could say, wow, it's all hazy. I don't know why. It rained the night before. You would tend to think that would wash all that stuff away, but no, it was really bad air quality today. So yeah, you don't want to be out there forever, but vendors are going to be out there forever until the 11th of August. Anyway, that's about all I have for you guys for today. I just wanted to give you some backstory about the state fair that the video won't tell you. Well, some of it maybe, but not all of it tells you. So at least you know how it went and why I even went to the state fair. It was my 4th state fair from Wisconsin. Yeah, it's closer to me than Illinois State Fair. Illinois State Fair would probably be down in Springfield, Illinois or something. This farther away for me from Chicago area. And I'm in the northwest suburbs of Chicago, as you know. So easiest state fair for me to attend is the Wisconsin State Fair. And they do a good job with the state fair. Yeah. Anyways, if you're ever in that area, or if you see this video and you're up in Wisconsin or near the Wisconsin area, yeah, you might want to consider going. Yeah, I like going. I have fun, even though I don't do any of the stuff. I still have fun going. Anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Go ahead and watch that video. I'll put a link there for you at the end of this video so that you can see that video. Talk to you guys next time.